kind of an Underlord counter pick. The OD is a little bit of an Underlord counter pick, but could also see something like a Monkey King or something like that banned. No, just back, but he might get run down. There's a Haze Sand King on the run looking for him. I don't even know if they've scouted this. And DJ, this should be the first blood. Is he going to go and wait for him in between the tier 1 and the tier 2? He's scanned a little bit too far back. All right, now they realize that he's here. DJ coming in. It is going to be first blood down at bottom, actually. Trying to finish him with the Sandstorm. One more touch. And that is Fnatic grabbing at all. Envy's already starting to farm up some neutrals. Grim's just going to run over towards mid lane. He wants to place a ward over here, but Fnatic are well aware of what he's up to. Or maybe he's going to plant it right next to the tower. They saw him come in here, though. So, yeah, they're going to have a pretty solid idea of what's going on over here. Lumic is going to get scouted up by DJ. They want this kill onto Van, though. Envy does have the morph. Is he going to jump in? Yes, he will. There's the Infernal Blade coming out. A couple more auto attacks will find this kill. Now Lumic trapped inside of his own cogs. Envy going to go running forward. Loses the mana, but it's only on his Doom form. And now he's still got enough mana to waveform forward and finish off this kill. That was nicely played, but that last attack did not kill because of the wand charges, and you can try and make something happen. Does have 2-1-3 as the build so far. Van running back down bottom, gonna get gone on, but it's just the two supports. Envy's over back in the lane. TP coming in from Lumic, but it's still only level 2 Clockwork, and they're just gonna glimpse him straight back. Still working onto this Doom. Envy trying to come through the cogs. A little bit difficult. He waits. He's got the waveform, but Van's over by the shrine. Looks like they are gonna have to give up on this one. Pretty good cog positioning from Lumic, even though he did get glimpsed away, still helping to save the Doom's life. Envy tanking a bunch of tower shots. You got plenty of armor there, buddy, but you still got to be careful. Envy at 80 HP. Alright. Oh, Pile Die is stuck in no man's land. Grim's going to come in from the other side as well. A little bit of body blocking going on. They've got the battery assault, but Pi still able to run away. Lumic couldn't get the cogs or anything down. They're still on cooldown. Carl will make the rotation, though. Execration 4-man popped up. That is a DD waiting down bottom. No bottle for Carl, though. And DJ is going to be able to beat him to it, it looks like. Oh, gonna burst strike him. Who gets the DD? Carl gets the toss off, and one more punch. Nicely executed. That is yet another kill for this Execration Tiny. He's been doing pretty well in their rotations. They're going on Van. Envy so low. Needs to be careful about how he plays this. Lumic's actually going to come running over with the battery assault. Envy starts to morph the strength. Goes in with the auto attacks. Lumic may have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew here, but can they actually set up the kill onto Envy? They've got the chain stun. He's not morphing yet. Some wand charges. Turns back around. Now morphing strength again. Universe did end up going down on the top side of the map. There's a death over at mid. Please tell me there's a kill down here at bottom, because otherwise I've T-Tours way too hard. Envy swapping back and forth. The tier 1 tower low, but still a lot of level 3. So, he's not really going to be the initiator for the team. I don't know if the Doom is going to be the initiator for the team because he's having a hard game. So Nando's going to have to make his own initiation work. He's getting initiated on, though, here as Fnatic make their own 4-man rotation. Just going to desperately try and grab this level 6 in the Clockwork. They need some kind of initiation because Fnatic are just 5-manning. They don't even have the Exorcism off cooldown at the moment. But they're just running in here. Envy is getting driven away on the other side by Nando. Needs to be a little careful. He morphs in. Alright, we'll get the banish. Did not want to use the waveform. It looks like he's actually a little bit low on mana. Needs to be careful with all these insta-steal stacks. DJ also coming into the neighborhood. This is getting pretty precarious. Envy needs to be careful. DP not going to get canceled, but DJ does just get popped. Consider fighting down bottom. That is probably the big question. They've got all their TPs up. High's down here. He's getting run at by Lumic. We'll get glimpsed back, but we could get a hook shot forward. They need to let Lumic go. He lands the hook. Very nicely done. They've isolated Highlight Die. And he'll be brought down over on the other side. There is going to be a Doom onto this Morphling, but he has morphed over. He's still pretty tanky in this Doom form. Can they bring him down, though? They're going to get those Urn charges off of the Pili Die death. They're still chasing Envy. If he can morph back, he will probably end up surviving, but it looks like he'll just tick down. Not quite enough. And now Fnatic have lost 3. Lumic's going to end up going down to the tower. But Fnatic also lose one more. Nando, not even Universe, did what he could, but he's just wandering in against an OD. What did Fnatic ban last? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I's dead again. And the Doom are on cooldown, but that's only going to be for a tiny bit longer. And Envy now needing to be careful as we've got 4 Execration heroes running at him up top. His waveform is actually on cooldown for a couple of seconds. 1 more second to go. The hookshot's already been used. They're going to get the cogs pushed back. He waveforms forward, but they've still got the net. They've got the Doom. They've got him locked down. And they've got this Eternal Envy kill. Doesn't even cost them... Grim's still waiting up on the high ground. He's got his Chaotic Offering. He's actually got a Kaya on this Warlock. I don't know where that came from. He's going to try for the TP out. He's going to get Glimpse back. Abed should be able to work him down. Van, can they chase him any further? There's Grim's dead. Van just won. You can understand why Fnatic were hesitant to let it go, but... Oh. And Envy dives, that's it. Now Abed gonna get locked down. Nando's looking for more. Van also has the troll trap. For more auto attacks. The silence is gonna help out though. They actually find DJ on the backlines. He won't be able to get in there with the epicenter. Nicely played by Carl. Hookshot coming in from Lumic. Not really the right target as DJ does get the blink off and he's able to escape. Paladin not so lucky. He'll be run down. DJ does get scattered up by good. Carl's hunting for him though. He has now pinned himself in the trees. It's a bit goofy. Oh, they're gonna Chaotic Offering just for this kill. Alright. Alright, Grims. They are sensing their opportunity here, and they're going to go for it. They get the Doom onto the Eternal Envy Morph. He's pretty tanky this time around, and Abed's going to be able to come in and help out. The Cog's actually preventing the Doom from getting in there, and Envy will just be able to turn around and right-click down Lumic. Van, does he even have a TP scroll? He does. He's going to try for it, but there's a Yule's available on Abed, so that is going to be easy pickings there. They will end up losing Pi, but now Carl potentially overcommitting to this fight. No way out, really. Exorcism gets popped, and he should just get right-click down Abed. Even looking for the +1 thing over here. Lumic chasing after DJ, blinks down to the low ground. He's going to be A-okay. We got Van coming in from the other side, still working on a Shadow Blade. He's going to run straight into Pi. They do have a Static Storm Kinetic Field to try and lock him down. He does manage to get the Scorched Earth off, and they don't have damage there just yet as Lumic has actually isolated Abed, forces out the BKB. Sand King just going to sit in the Sandstorm. The DJ now in some trouble. Carl with the toss forward. Fnatic already using the Shrine a little bit preemptively, and they need to be careful. They're all Fatal Bond stuff. They will be able to focus down the Doom, but now Nando comes in from the other side. Good sounds from Abed, going to prevent the Arcane Orbs, but Abed's still low, and with no BKB, one more auto attack is going to do it. Nando's now dominating. Pylai also going to end up falling. Envy nowhere to be found. He's just pushing up top. Universe buying a little bit of time. Nando chasing out, but Envy now needs to... Well, Envy's going to come TPing in here, but he's right on top of a ward. They know that he's here. Morphs into the Tiny. Goes for the Avalanche. Does not find anything out of it. Nando has quite a few stacks and the Sandy's Eclipse. If they can just get him locked down, that could be trouble. Envy morphs across. Does he have enough to morph back? He does. But these auto attacks are still just way too much. DJ comes in. They have to focus down Nando on this OD. He's almost dead, but not quite. Lumic also being focused. Eternal Envy jumping through the Spirit Vessel damage. He's going to be okay. Carl goes for the TP out. At the very least, they don't lose the OD. Envy not going to waste any time whatsoever. Just buys a salve, buys a clarity. Straight back out on the map. Nando is hunting for Pylai. This should be a pretty easy kill. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Get those stacks. 48 int stolen at the moment. He's going to imprison himself up, looking for the blink out. Actually, now running over towards Envy. 1 shot, 2 shot. Abed's got the BKB this time around. They've lost their Doom. And Nando, I don't know how he gets out. The blink is on cooldown for a little bit too long for him to imprison himself. Grim's going to try and help him, but he's actually going to get silenced. He won't be able to drop the Chaotic Offering. The hook comes in from Lumic. They're doing everything that they can to save Nando, but it's not enough. Fnatic diving under this tier 2 tower. The Chaotic Offering finally getting dropped, but there's just no follow-up damage. Abed going to keep on chasing forward, wishing that Envy would stop taking hits off of the tower, but looks like Grim should still get chased down. One more touch. Envy is dominating. And Fnatic, are they just going to go for this fight? Envy doesn't have the BKB just yet. They do have some vision. They know that Execration are a little bit split up. They're going to go for the smoke. Can they burst down this Warlock? No, it looks like he will be able to get the Chaotic Offering off. He's stuck inside of that Disruption, inside of the Static Storm. Can they bring him down in time? He just barely gets it out. Pylai dropping pretty low. Lumic also will be the next one to fall. And Fnatic chasing a little bit further forward. They drop the Sandy's Eclipse out, but it doesn't do nearly enough damage. And now they're just going to look to disengage. Pi will lose his life. Abed, can they bail him out? Universe is going to be forced to cancel the TP out as Abed keeps going forward. They bring down the Doom. They look towards the Tiny. He pops his BKB and might just have to turn and fight this. He doesn't have his TP just yet. Finally gets it out of his backpack and will just be able to TP home. Pretty much just the yet. Fnatic not being seen up on the high ground. Doom gonna run straight into 3 of them. Do they have any detection? He needs to Doom the Underlord if they want any kills here. He's gonna go for the Dark Crypt out. They drop the Chaotic Offering. Looks like Universe should be able to survive. That's a Chaotic Offering used just for the Pylai kill. But I don't mind the AC. Nice for his team against the Exorcism. Nice for his OD with the attack speed. Fnatic just walk right onto the pit. They got those 2 BKBs. A little bit difficult, but now they've actually got the Fatal Bonds onto the Roshan. Envy's just taking so much damage that he hits the Rosh. He does pop the BKB to dispel it. OD goes in. He manages to get the cheese. Envy's got the Aegis. They will end up losing Lumic to the Exorcism damage, and Nando just forced a turntail and run. He drops the Sanities, but it doesn't actually kill Envy. He's now forced to pop the cheese. Can he get out of here? He can imprison himself and try for the blink, but I think Abed might still be able to chase after that. On the other side of the fight, Carl's gone in, tries to kill off Pylai Die, but it takes him a little bit too long, and the OD actually gets glimpsed back into the Static Storm kinetic field. He'll be brought down. Carl getting chased down. Over on the other side of the fight, they do manage to doom up Envy, and he's stuck morphing agility. That's going to be the end of his Aegis, but it's not the end of his life. He will be back in a couple of seconds. The Universe looking for one more touch onto Lumic. Abed snipes it from the other side. Buyback available for Carl, but no, he even buys items. He knows that they're just going to lose a full lane of racks here, but they might even lose more. Fnatic might be able to go and grab another tier 3, or will they just back out? No, they're sticking around. They know that they still have that Hex. They've got pretty good initiation. Looking towards another tier 3. OD BKB is up, but no Sanity's Eclipse. Chaotic Offering. 5 seconds to go. They've got everybody bonds together. Universe just going to try and TP everybody out, and I don't think they have any way to stop this. Envy. Alright, I didn't know if he would get grabbed while he was invulnerable in the waveform, but Pylai Die down on the low ground. Lumic might scout him in just a second. He just barely skirts by that. I don't know if they want this Clockwork kill that badly, but they will take it. Carl up on the high ground thinking about engaging in, but they don't even have their OD here just yet, and he still has his TP scroll on cooldown for a good 20 seconds. Carl gonna try and slap down Pylai Die. Does kill him quickly and get the blink away. Carl pops it, but if they can still chase, they might be able to get this glimpse. Pylai Die wants it. DJ blink off cooldown in 3 seconds time. Pi gonna pop down the Observer Ward. They're still looking for Carl. Nando gonna run in with his BKB active, but it looks like they might even be able to save DJ. No, they drop the Sanity's Eclipse just to ensure the kill, but he does also have a buyback. Fnatic might just commit for this fight. Envy needing to be a little bit careful. He pops the BKB. They've gotten the Doom up onto the Death Prophet before the Exorcism come out. This is dangerous for Abed. Chaotic Offer getting dropped on top of everything. Pi almost dying to the toss, but it's not enough. Eternal Envy still in fighting shape, and they're going to disengage. Surprised not to see a buyback out of the Sand King there. Oh, they found Carl, this ward that Pi planted a little bit earlier. It's all up to Envy to do the damage. He morphs in, Avatar's combination, morph right back, takes an Avatar's combination of his own. They're going to try and slap him down, and he is gone. Mega kill streak for Universe. Ping in the high ground. Envy's just going straight in. Lumic does have a hook shot available. Crim's gonna try with the Fatal Bonds. A little bit annoying, but not a big deal. Doom still on cooldown as well. Envy needing to be careful. That Bonds damage is pretty big. Can't actually manage to get his BKB off. He's getting pushed back by the cogs, but he's just going to focus on the racks. Envy does not care. He's morphing down low, morphing back up. They're just going for the Mega Creeps, and they've got the Dark Rift. I don't even think that he knows where the rest of Fnatic are, but I guess just feeling confident in his 3k HP. Unfortunately, though, Grims is going to be the one who gets glimpsed back. Tries for the TP out, and he'll be the casualty of war. Envy's inside of the base. Just barely manages to get the TP out. BKB TP is not 100% reliable this game. It's going to be okay. Van finds DJ. They're not willing to doom him. He gets the 4th step up onto the high ground. Cogs push back. One more auto attack from Nando should finish him. He's taking down the Spirit Vessel. Universe popping everything that he's got to try and save him. And DJ, one more auto attack is going to do it. He finally ticks out. Universe doesn't even have the Dark Rift off cooldown just yet. Needs another couple of seconds, and there you go. Now he's out of there. One last Firestorm for good measure. Alright, so... Wait, it wasn't even Glyph. It's down here, and they're going to run into him. Van spots him. Pi needs to juke a whole bunch to be able to get his TP scroll off. He does actually have a Glimmer Cape. So can Glimmer TP. Still just buying time though. Another kinetic field. Glimmer TP, he does get cancelled by the avalanche, but they don't know that. Oh, they do find him now. Carl gonna slap him down. See ya, Pi. In the early game. And Fnatic, alright, smoked up, coming forward. Execration do have the high ground advantage, but they're splitting up. They're going to spot Carl first. He gets hexed up. It's not going to last very long. Exorcism getting popped. Abed holding onto his BKB for a little bit longer in the backlines. Van trying to find a target. He did get the Doomat onto Envy, but he managed to hit the Morph Strength, so he'll be able to return to this fight before too long. They get the toss away on Abed. DJ does have a Burrow Strike available. Looks like Carl should be brought down. The Chaotic Offering getting dropped. Abed's still pretty tanky. Universe is helping him out, and the Yule Scepter also going to buy a couple more seconds for the Exorcism to just go to work. Doom's dead. Tiny's dead. Where is this OD in the midst of this entire fight? He's just retreating back to the base. Envy going for the rat, knows that he doesn't even need to be there at the fight, and Execration now gonna call the GG. Show me that fight recap. Yeah, nobody did any damage. I gotta give Nando some props for realizing what was going on there. He's like, oh shit, Envy is gonna wait out the Doom, and then he's gonna go take our lane. I just worry that their lineup has no front line at all. They have team fight, but not really any front line. Maybe in this situation, you go like a Vanguard Radio to set up for this bottom lane. It's going to be a little bit annoying if the Warlock gets some levels. So if they can keep him shut down in the early stages, that is going to be nice. And Envy actually coming from behind on this top bounty rune. Gonna have to battle Lumic for it. They've both got stuns. Who's going to use theirs first? Envy just going to pick it up. Nobody using any disables. Van taking quite a bit of harassment off of Pylai Die and needs to be careful. Can orb his way back to the tower. Lumic going to keep Envy away, but Py's still chasing, and he's going to have another Thunderstrike soon. Van needs to be careful about what he does here. Envy probably going to fake out the stun, orb across, and now he knows that he has orb, so there's no phase shift to dodge, and Envy's just going to grab the first blood. That was not worth the bounty rune. Not one bit. Lumic finds himself an Arcane. Got a stun ready. Just gonna go for it. Not bad. Getting body blocked now. Uses the Soul Ring to pop that Breathe Fire. I don't know if that was worth it. And Lumic, 2 seconds to go on the stun. Abed has to dodge this to live. And he doesn't manage to do it. That is going to be a kill for Carl. DJ hanging around here. I said that Lumic had to just walk up to get kills. But there you go. Walk up and stun. That's a kill. Medusa, the #1 last hits on the board at the moment, though. Pretty heavy farm game. I mean, that's kind of always going to happen when you've got these 2-1-2 setups being run. Phase shift used. There's the silence, but DJ still has the Burrow Strike. He wanted the last hit, and he will get it. One last little loop from those claws. Alright, they know that Universe is alone down here. Can they actually go on him? Nando, how many time locks can you get? One more will do it, I think. They don't even need one more. It's just straight auto attacks. And that is have to juke him and then go for the TP. Will he even put down an ward first? Yeah, he will. Carl's chasing for him. No glimpse. Py's dead. Poor guy. But Grim's gonna steal his share of the experience. Abed, pop the dragon form at mid, and Envy also making a rotation over with the Phantasm. I want this early tower and should be able to get it. Lumic does have 1 point up in the Spiked Carapace. He gets it off, but that is not going to be enough to save him. Envy crits him down. I swear, the last lead into a tower push with the Phantasm. Universe does not have his Helm of the Dominator just yet, but he does have a Roar. Gonna set it up onto Nando. They should have more than enough chain stun for this. Yeah, just drop all the stuns, and he just gets nuked down. Grims is even running a pull at the same time, so it's gonna make this a little bit easier as Abed rotates over. Great movement from Fnatic. They get that secondary kill. They're gonna set up for a tier 1 tower take instead. No vision of this for the Radiant side. They spot DJ coming over now. Pylai out 3 points over the Glimpse. Glimpse him back into tower range along with the Kinetic Field. Wait out the old Spiked Carapace. And who's going to take this one? It looks like Abed's going to secure it with the Breathe Fire. Nice. Are going to bring those 2 supports down to keep the pressure going. Wave's not dead yet. Universe, does he have his Dominator? Lumic level 6. Spots Pylai die. They're going to get the Glimpse back onto the puck. No level 6 just yet, but they've got the follow-up stun from DJ. They bring down the puck. They've got the Dream Coil out onto 2. Pretty good damage coming in. Envy with his illusions does manage to find Grims over in the trees. They muscle him down. Carl comes running in. Will be able to pop out the Stone Gaze. Nobody on Fnatic willing to make eye contact with him. But Lumic still going to end up dying under the tower. Now they finally get the Void over here. He drops the Chronosphere, but it's only for DJ. They have to try and find a little bit more Abeds over in the trees, using the Quelling Blade as best that he can to manage to escape. 1 bash is going to do it. Even just another Time Walk is probably enough. And yeah, there's that bash. Carl picking up a dominating streak. They will successfully hold on. Big ultimates and Fnatic are going to just come running at you. That's exactly what they're doing right this second. Beastmaster even has an Invis rune. Paladin's got the Static Storm. They're not gonna risk anything here. Nice easy kill on Nando. That was maybe a little bit close for comfort, but Pi didn't use Thunderstrike. All right, he was like, I'll use Static Storm, sure, guys, but I want this a little bit of extra mana to still have a full combo. Lumic, does he just go for the courier? That is an armlet, which would not be delivered to Envy. That's pretty sweet. All right, I mean, at least Execration do now have level 6 on the Warlock, so another big team fighting tool that they didn't really have before now online. Fnatic are going to have to be super careful about 5-manning from this point forward. They've got pretty good team fight of their own, but they can't afford to have too many heroes getting caught in these big AoEs. Pi gonna go for the glimpse back. I don't know if he escapes from this. Nando jumping forward, doesn't want to use the Chronosphere. Pi's still slowed. Finally gets out of the time dilation. They're threatening him, but... Is he dead? Yeah, alright, he's dead. A little bit awkward. Meanwhile, over at Megan form used by Abed. And Nando actually looking for the backstab. Are they just gonna go for Universe? They spot him in the trees. Do they even need to chrono this? Catch him with the stun. They use the Dream Coil. Shouldn't need too much more to finish that kill. And that is Carl grabbing the Unstoppable. Envy unwilling to fight until he's got his armlet back off that courier. So Execration actually taking advantage, and you're gonna pull the net worth lead over into their territory, along with the experience. Gotta be careful. Van starting up, gets scouted straight into the stack storm. Kinetic field. Envy should have the damage to burst him down. The Chaotic Offering tries to turn it, and it's not going to do anything. Now they know no Chaotic Offering, no Chrono, and no Dream Coil. Should kind of be go time. They're even just going to get the glimpse back onto Grims. I don't know why he's hanging around here. As if there's anybody who can save him. Envy just going to rift him back, and now he's dead. Execration. They make these great plays. So these like pretty nice movements. They get the important pickoffs. And then it always feels like Fnatic just get way too much. They won't be able to stop him getting his blink. And he might actually just grab the blink and blink out instantly. Ooh. Can I stop him? They gotta hit him. There's the Dream Coil. DJ. Can he burrow into the trees or anything? No, he's just locked down. And will be auto-attacked to death. Smoked up. Lumic. May have scouted the Dragon Knight there. Oh. Spot the puck. Can they burst him? That stun is just long enough. They're going to pop the Epicenter. Van's going to pop the Shrine and try and survive through this. They drop the Chaotic Offering. Attempting to counter initiation as Nando no comes in. Finds a 2-man Chrono. DJ just going to sit in the Sandstorm, but the Fatal Bonds, along with the Immolation, is actually pretty annoying. Abed now getting locked down. Fnatic may have bitten off a little bit more than they can chew, as Abed will also get right-click down. Execration claim 3, and they're still hunting for more. Lumic running forward. Universe pretty speedy now that the time dilation's worn out. And Envy actually wants to go back in. They lock down Carl, but he manages to get off the Stone Gaze. Envy staring him right in the face. He's still got one of his illusions, but ends up losing it now to the Purge. Nando coming back over. Universe will pop the Roar. Envy still wants to recommit for this. Pi's coming back. They will be able to get potentially another Glimpse Chase. That double hit from the Echo Saber doing big work. They bring down the Dusa, but now Van is also respawned. He drops the 2-man Dream Coil, keeps on auto-attacking them down. Fnatic going to lose an additional 2 cores, and Nando will now keep on chasing. Time dilation off cooldown soon. Pi will be able to glimpse him back, but he's just so damn slow. Execration keeping this fight going. They find yet another kill, and overall... Abed spots Nando, but there isn't really anybody nearby. Centaur Conqueror War Stomp off cooldown in 1 second. They need the full chain, so they've actually got DJ in the neighborhood as well. Alright, Nando's not getting out of this one. Fnatic do manage to punish him. Stone Gaze, no Chaotic Offering though, and no Chrono for 8 seconds. More importantly, no Void for 15. Grims, if he could bonds them all to the Rosh, that probably would stop the Roshan attempt, but it's already down. Envy's got the Aegis, and they're heading forward. They're looking for the Vision. They get the Glimpse back, straight into the Burst Strike. Grim's gonna be brought down. They use your teamfight ultimates when there's a good opportunity presented to you. Nando needs to be careful. Getting chased. Gonna get glimpsed back over towards Abed. They've got the follow-ups done. There is just so much disable. He could have popped the BKB, but was not willing to use a 10-second BKB just for this situation. But now Fnatic are going to be able to look for more. They find the Warlock. Can he pop the Chaotic Offering? He's stunned for 3 seconds. Nice counter initiation from Lumic. They will be able to mana burn Envy out. They lose the Radiant Courier, and Envy still just chasing. Lumic getting right-click down. They've got the Roar onto the Medusa. Won't be able to get the Stone Gaze off in time. The Epicenter now coming through. Also doing decent damage. Carl's lost quite a lot of mana. And Abed and Envy actually in some trouble. This Fatal Bonds is doing so much work, but it's only the Aegis down so far. Abed still surviving. DJ doesn't have the Burrow Strike off cooldown. Van only jumps a very short distance before. Now Envy has actually managed to find Carl down here. He knows that he doesn't have Stone Gaze. Does manage to force staff himself up, but he doesn't even have a TP scroll. Fnatic should be able to find this. They're going to pop the Chrono over on the other side. They're looking for this kill on Abed. Nando, does he have enough damage? It looks like he might not. Abed's going to get into the Shadow Blade, and he is out of there. They now lose the Medusa, and Execration just falling apart. Fnatic come in numbers. They bring down the Void once again. I don't know if they know that Lumik is in the neighborhood. Abed's Dragon Form going to wear out. Lumik is coming straight up onto this high ground, and he is just going to get chain stunned into oblivion. He knows that he has to scout. Isn't trying to cut any waves or anything. Oh, smoke gonna break. Pilot Eye pops it. Static Storm Kinetic Field onto Nando. That's gonna force the BKB charge out of him. They don't need to use the Chrono for this kill, but over on the other side, Abed gonna get coiled up. They're still holding the high ground. Grims has the Chaotic Offering. Doesn't want to get bursted down. We have the Dragon Tail onto Lumik. Chronosphere only going to catch the Dragon. That can't actually burst him down. He's pretty tanky. Universe helping him out with the Solar Crest. And Envy just waiting for his opportunity to jump in. Now as the Roar comes out, they drop the Chaotic Offering at long last. But they just haven't been able to kill anybody. Nando's dead. Lumik's on the run. DJ's going to be able to find him in another couple of seconds with the Burrow Strike. They're not even going to need that. Fnatic just finish him off with the axes. Abed up on that high ground. They know that everything's on cooldown now, so Envy's even inside of the base. They can't even hit tier 3s. All of the tier 2s are still standing. But that Dragon Knight with his Reaver just way too tanky. Reverse hunting for Vant. Can he lock him down? Does he have the vision in time? They've got the vision for the Glimpse. Where's he going? Here, there, everywhere. He's stuck in the Static Storm. Gonna try and play his way out of this. Can he get the phase shift off? No, he's still stuck in the storm. Duration just that little bit too long, and Fnatic. Lumik getting into position now. Van's waiting in the tree line. They know that the Burrow Strike is being used. This is about as good an opportunity as they're going to get. They go into the Silence. Dream Coil. Lumik closing the gap. Needs the stun to land. He's just going to set himself up with the Force Staff. And Execration, now you just have to get out of bottom without getting completely punished. That's going to be the big trick. There is a gem on the Beastmaster now. DP coming in from the CK. Lumik looking pretty dead. He's going to get roared, but they also want this Puck kill. Pilot Eye will be able to find him over on the other side. They focus down Puck. Don't think they're going to let Lumik go. He's now being glimpsed back under the tower. They don't even need that little bit of vision. As mentioned, Universe with the gem. Not even popping his Necrobook for that. Alright, time to shove. Gotta shove some lanes up. Abed, double damage. Wanted to go to work onto Nando. Still gonna fight him. He knows that the Time Walker's being used. Nando just is getting right-clicked down. Now he gets Dragon Tailed, and now he's just solo killed. Couldn't Lincoln Sphere. They're up onto the tier 3. 15 seconds to go on the Void. They might lose the one lane of Rax, but should hopefully be able to hold after that. Fnatic have so many resources to commit to this fight, though. Phantasm now going to be used. Envy, what can they actually do? They are getting cleared up a little bit, trying to retreat. The Fatal Bond's going to work. Carl's already popped the Stone Gaze. One big, important AoE teamfight ultimate down, and Fnatic will just be able to reset and heal up with their hearts, and Universe has already taken the mid lane of Rax. While I was busy focusing on bottom, and while Execration was busy focusing on bottom, that's why Universe saved his Necrobook. Alright, there you go. Fnatic healing up. Carl needs to be careful. Nando needs to find the perfect Chrono. Can he find the angle? There's 3. He wants a little bit more. There's the Chaotic Offering. Jumps forward now, but it's a Chrono. It's only onto Pilot Eye. They will be able to right-click him down, but what else can they do? Abed getting stuck in the middle of the base. He does have the cheese, but he's got the Spirit Vessel on him. He wants to wait that out before he pops it. He pops the cheese at the last moment. DJ jumps in. Easy triple kill with the Epicenter. Not enough lockdown. Carl is doing his absolute best to right-click down everybody on Fnatic, and they will end up losing Universe. DJ gonna go back for the gem. He's got a super long-range Burst Strike to be able to get out, and Abed is actually just hitting bottom Rax. 370 HP a second. Very difficult to bring down. Yeah, he's gonna shrug at this Medusa. There's really very little that she can do.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
And with that, Fnatic don't even end up losing the Aegis. There are some buybacks on Execration, but they're not even using them. Alright, Warlock buys back. DJ dives to the fountain. Okay. Fnatic may be getting a little bit ahead of themselves here, but that is 2 full lanes of Rax. They can go wait around. Nice blink away. Can they punish him? I don't think they have the damage. Yeah, you've Dream Coiled him. But now what? Abed's just gonna keep on running. We've already established that he is a very tanky man. Alright, there's a little bit of body blocking going on. Fnatic coming over to try and help out. Envy does end up stunning himself. Carl might be able to lock him down with the Stone Gaze. He's turned to stone. Abed also stone. They've got the upheaval. Carl is the one doing the damage. Can they actually get these kills? The Aegis is being reclaimed. This is a little bit dangerous for Fnatic. Abed doesn't have any mana. He's still tanky though, and now Universe comes over to help. Drops the roar. They should be able to right-click down the puck pretty quickly with the Necrobook. Abed knows that he doesn't even need to stick around. Trust the damage from Universe to finish that. Oh, Carl finds himself a double damage. Is he going to try and turn and fight this one though? I don't think he can. Who else is in the area? The Warlock's there, another upheaval in a few seconds. They do have that stolen gem from the other side. Over on the other side of the river, Nando is popping BKB to kill off Pylai, but the pursuit continues. Abe gets the Dragon Tail stun onto the Nyx Assassin. Enemy's got the follow-up. He doesn't have a stun of his own, but he's got those crits. EJ tries for the stun up onto the high ground. This chase continues. With his army, they're just going to send Abed over towards the tier 3. Fnatic poking at one side and then ratting the other. Like they always do. Necrobook going to get sent forward. Tier 3 dropping quickly. They do have a glyph available. Carl getting force-staffed everywhere, and Execration just can't seem to get the vision to get the jump in. Fnatic aren't even really committing anything. They've just got the Dragon out on the front lines, and now they lock down Carl. Can they let him get this Stone Gaze off? That's exactly what they need. Nando's stuck inside of the Static Storm. He can't use his BKB just yet. They can't save the Medusa. She gets right-clicked down. Finally, the Chronosphere comes out. Envy looks like he will get right-clicked to death. No, miss. He gets the one, charges out. Fnatic just going to focus on going for the Megas. They don't have the Medusa. They don't have that damage source. Execration looking like they are going to end up losing this game. They are going to end up losing this series, and Fnatic are going to secure themselves that berth in the grand finals here for the MDL Changsha SEA qualifiers. Execration haven't called the game just yet, but they just can't kill this Dragon Knight. Fatal Bond's still doing some work, but no one really there to take full advantage of it. Pylai is just slapping buildings, and alright, there you go. GG's gonna end up being called. Can Pi survive? He can. Nando cannot. One more death for the World Void. I don't know. Void pick just did not work out.